This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Humans have been fascinated by psychology for many years. What is it that makes us do the things we do? Who is the person behind the face? And is there a serial killer lurking amongst us? Serial killer movies gives us a terrific lens into these psychology-oriented questions, forcing us to glare into human capacity in a unique way. But the best serial killer movies take this strategy to the next level by forcing us to inquire about our own minds. Whether you're new to the true crime genre or you're a veteran serial killer movie, there's always something lurking in movie form. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will dive into the list of best serial killers movie. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to get updates whenever we post. We all love a good serial killer. I mean, sure, you probably don't want to run into one down the end of a dark alleyway, but from the reassuring security of a cinema screen, we can't get enough of them. They're lurid, violent, and just close enough to the real world to carry a sense of real risk. Here are a few of the best. Enjoy our best serial killers movie list. Zodiac. Though rarely shocking or gory, as serial killer movies so often are, David Fincher's true crime drama, Zodiac, is sure to leave your nails bitten to the quick. Based on the true story of one of the world's most famous serial murder cases, Zodiac follows the efforts of two men to track down a killer in San Francisco. This gritty film is both subtle and engaging, focuses not only in the gruesome murders and tense investigation, but also on the lives of the investigators and the personal cost of their obsession. Though the killer was never caught, the Zodiac killer left behind famous serial killer calling cards that offered police and investigators a trail they couldn't follow. The Clove Hitch Killer. The Clove Hitch Killer begins with the image of a perfect family. Everyone appears happy, sharing their lives with one another. The feelings are lighthearted and easy to digest. But as the film continues, Tyler Burnside begins to uncover suspect evidence that says that his dad isn't who he says he is. It's a dark plot and grueling depictions of homicide give it a particularly haunting feeling. What would you do if you began to uncover the secrets of your father? How would you react to the knowledge that people are getting hurt and killed, and you might know who is at fault? This film explores these questions with great depth and honor. The Silence of the Lambs. Every horror and crime film lover needs to see The Silence of the Lambs at some point during their lives. This film is among the most well-known films in the crime genre, and with a good reason. In this film, Hannibal Lecter is a prominent psychiatrist who was incarcerated for killing and eating many victims. When an FBI agent is faced with a similar criminal, she consults Lecter to understand how he thinks. FBI agent Clarice Starling is calculated, clever, and certain to capture a suspect, but she uses a sick-minded serial killer to do just that. 7. About a decade before he made Zodiac, David Fincher made Seven, one of the most disturbing crime movies you'll ever see. Here, detectives played by Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman investigate a horrific serial killer who murders using the 7 deadly sins as a motive. It's an absolute essential of the genre, and considering Fincher's background in directing music videos, the opening sequence, scored by Nine Inch Nails, is fitting. Luther. Luther, the British psychological crime drama starring Idris Elba as embattled yet methodical detective John Luther, is one of the most fascinating and fulfilling additions to the actor's resume, which is saying a lot. Throughout the series, when not dealing with Ruth Wilson's Alice Morgan, Luther often finds himself tracking down various serial killers, with each having an effect on the detective's mental state, while also digging up pieces from his past. And much like Denzel Washington's Joe Deacon in The Little Things, Luther's past isn't the cleanest, nor is his reputation, but this doesn't stop him from solving the case in his unique way. Psycho. Psycho might be one of the most popular serial killers movies today overall, and not just in the serial crime genre. Alfred Hitchcock created an immortal character with Norman Bates, but it turns out that he really got some inspiration from a true killer, Ed Gein. Like Norman Bates, Gein was in an exciting relationship with his mother. He was also sent to a mental institution after his arrest. This movie is as flawless and classic as it comes, all while being a fairy tale of a real event. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If the goal is pure gruesome horror, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre far exceeds expectations. The cult classic received mixed reviews from critics upon its 1974 release, but has since developed a large and loyal fan base. The belated success prompted a number of sequels, but there is little argument that the original holds the place of honor. In classic horror movie fashion, this grisly tale relies on the terror of facing a gruesome death. Though the blood and gore alone is enough to make you want to cover your eyes, the tension and suspense of the character's imminent death will keep your heart pounding from beginning to end. This is the gold standard of creepy serial killer movies. Gone in the Dark. Gone in the Dark was directed by Steven Moreno. This film stars Wes McGee, Kurt Caceres, and Lindsay Wolfe. Gone in the Dark follows the story of a normal family that's attacked and changed by the Golden State Killer. This film is based on true events, making it even more chilling than a fictional serial killer movie. The Golden State Killer was known for casing out homes throughout California and then breaking and entering without pants on. The events that followed were commonly life-destroying events, even if the victims escaped with their lives. Prisoners, Hulu. Denis Villeneuve's 2013 tense drama Prisoners doesn't deal with a serial killer and long list of murdered victims, but instead focuses on the way a detective played by Jack Gyllenhaal and an enraged father played by Hugh Jackman handled a missing persons case when the latter's daughter is abducted. Watching Jackman's killer Dover abandon all sense of morality as he hunts down and tortures the man, Paul Dano, he's believed to be responsible. Blinded by his rage and ego, Keller, like certain characters in Little Things, is so sure of himself he fails to look at other suspects, with near disastrous results. Ted Bundy, falling for a killer. Few people know what it's like to date a serial killer and live to tell the tale, but Elizabeth Kendall does. In Ted Bundy Falling for a Killer, Kendall opens up for the first time about what her experience was like with Ted Bundy. She saw him as a family man who was incredibly good to her and her daughter, and when the cops came for him, she was convinced that they had the wrong man. Imagine falling in love with a man who was convicted for the murders of 8 women. Many investigators believe that Ted Bundy's victim count was actually much higher than 8, and many true crime fans find themselves falling down long rabbit holes while trying to understand the isolated serial killer. Everyone is obsessed with a documentary on crime today. Serial killers are totally terrifying and totally interesting, and each streaming service has had some huge success unlocking and promoting some true crime features. Now it's time to get out of the imagination and enjoy some intense and entertaining movies based on real and fictional people. Serial killers have always been an interesting source of inspiration for movies. So what movies about serial killers is your favorite one? Let us know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.